a James Brooks comedy drama about a woman just trying to hold her life together. Jason Statham doing what Statham does, this time on a remote Scottish island. A heavy turn into the Nuremberg trials with Russell Crowe and Rami Malek, and a big operatic, sing every single word Tom Hooper adaptation of Les Misérables. These are the last 4 movies I watched. Welcome back to Last 4, the show where I share my thoughts on the last 4 movies I watched. I know, simple enough. I'm your host, Mike Field, and this week we've got a genuinely eclectic mix. So let's get started, shall we? Our first movie is Ella McCay from 2025, written and directed by James Brooks, about a young woman who's juggling her family and work life. She's the lieutenant governor, then the governor. It's a comedy drama about people you love and how to survive them. I mean, Ella McCay, the title character, stumbles her way through life, and so do we actually through this movie. Solid pieces of dialogue, layered characters, and strong acting. If you love James Brooks movies, you're going to love this film. You're going to love everything that I just talked about in this movie is here. Jack Lowden, like I'm always going to champion people from shows that I really love. I'm a big Slow Horses guy. If you want to watch Slow Horses, go to Apple TV Plus, or Apple, whatever it is. He is great in that. That is a great show. It is a great, I think they're on their 5th or 6th season. He's really good in this film. I'm glad to see him in other stuff. So check it out. The story of Ella's brother's Casey, his story is very interesting, except we don't get enough of Casey. There's a lot of stuff with his story in terms of the girl that he liked and why he broke up and what he's doing now. And it's good, but we just don't get enough of it. And I wanted more of it. Granted, it's not called Casey McCay. The movie's called Ella McCay. So it's not really about him, but I kind of wish it was a little bit more. I'm also unsure about what exactly this movie's about. Now, it could be about a bunch of these things. Is it Ella's journey? Is it her connecting with her dad, her relationship with her husband or her brother, her mentor, who's played by Albert Brooks? It's all over the place. Now, granted, this movie could just be about all of it, and that's great. But for me, it was tough to kind of connect in that way just because it was all over the place. Something happens at the end of the film with Ryan, her husband, who's played by Jack Lowden, who he kind of delivers this ultimatum that feels really abrupt. And it kind of felt like the script just said to do this. So I just wasn't really on board with how he quickly turned on a dime there. I mean, granted, you knew this is where it was headed, but still, it felt forced. Who's this film for? Like I said before, fans of James Brooks. Do you like As Good as It Gets? Did you like Broadcast News? Terms of Endearment? There are plenty of other James Brooks films. If you like his work, you'll like this film. Fans of comedy dramas with multiple storylines. That's all in this here. It's like, a big, Steel Magnolias type thing. It's all here. Movie number 2, the 2026 film Shelter. This is Jason Statham at his finest. He's living a life of solitude on a remote Scottish island. Wouldn't you know, people are trying to kill him. What? But he's not a regular old loner. He's a former government operative. No, nay, the quintessential government operative, the Ethan Hunt of the British service. Statham giving me that elite Statham performance, the brooding, the menacing looks, dispatching foes with ease. That's what I'm here for, and that's what happens. They do a good job of building connection between the young girl Jessie and Statham's character, so you kind of you rooting for him to save her and rescue her. There's a lot of action in this film, but the one that I wanted to stand out was like the nightclub scene at the end when Statham is just running through these gray-suited men. It's some kind of an assault team, and he just dispatches them with ease. So I was big on that, and most of the action is good. Like I said, the action is really good in this film. The plot of the movie kind of pulls from other films. You got a little Jason Bourne in here. You got pretty much anything you've seen from Statham in the last 10 years. While that's a positive because you know what you're getting going in, it also could be kind of not a challenge because you are not seeing anything unique. I mean, I just said it a countless times. Fans of Jason Statham, fans of these type of action films. You like The Beekeeper? Come on board. You like Working Man? Come on board. This is Statham the way you want it. The third film that I watched was the 2025 movie Nuremberg, directed by James Vanderbilt. It's pretty much about the Nuremberg trials, but this time it focuses on World War II psychiatrist played by Rami Malek, who is evaluating all the Nazi leaders, but especially the main guy, Hermann Göring, who's played by Russell Crowe. The story is kind of about their bond a little bit. Malik's character, Douglas Kelly, is trying to understand evil and you know, how we could do these type of things to each other. So that's kind of what it's even though it's called Nuremberg, it's really about them. Russell Crowe's good here as Göring. He's chewing the scenery up. He's having fun with the role. I mean, as much as you can have fun, but he's doing a really good job. And Rami Malek is good. He is in sync with Crowe in every single scene. The character of Howie Triest, who's played by Leo Woodhull, is kind of like the driver and interpreter when Kelly comes over to Nuremberg. He has a really cool backstory, really fleshed out backstory, and he has a really great moment on the train station when he tells that story to Douglas Kelly. It's one of the better parts of the film. So his kind of arc is really well played out there. As much as I thought Rami Malek did a good job in this film, I don't know what movie he's in. Like, he's the same in every scene, but he seems out of sync with everybody else in the scene. It's really tough to explain. And it's really hard to put my finger on it. But while I'm like watching his performance, I'm into it. But I just don't know if he meshes with everyone else in the movie. I don't know if there's some disconnect there. Also, this film's a legal drama. That's what it's hyped up as. That's what it's, you know, put forward as. But it's got very few legal scenes in it. That's kind of like where I wanted to see a lot of the stuff. But it was really just mostly about the conversations between Douglas Kelly and Hermann Göring. This movie's 160 minutes long, and it feels it. This is for people who enjoy history, especially the history around World War II and the post-World War II era. If you're a history buff or you just like learning about that, this movie's for you. Obviously, this is a movie that has some deep subjects and some heavy subjects that could be tough for a lot of people to watch or listen to. But I would recommend it in that regard because you shouldn't turn your head away from that kind of stuff. All right, so the last movie I watched was 14 years old, 2012, Les Misérables, directed by Tom Hooper, obviously story by Victor Hugo. Jean Valjean breaks parole, robs from a church, and becomes a mayor and a factory owner, and then a guardian to a girl who he promised to take care of when their mother died. Hot on his tail is Javert, his old nemesis from his prison days. And there's singing. There's lots and lots of singing. Of course, it's a musical. That's what you expect. That's what you want. That's what you're here for. The music, obviously, it's really good. I mean, there are a couple songs that I remembered, a couple I didn't know that I've heard before. Like, oh, that's from Les Mis, like that kind of thing. So it's all solid. Of course it is. The performances, Anne Hathaway won an Oscar for her role here. Hugh Jackman's great. Russell Crowe's great. Yes, he's two Russell Crowe films this episode, but yes, he's even really good in this film. The cinematography of this movie is great. It's such a big film. It's obviously got a mix of CGI and production design, and a lot of set builds and stuff like that. But they all mash. They all mix well together. It looks like such a good film. Like, it just visually, it's a visually appealing film for those who really enjoy their cinematography in their movies, which there are people out there like us. This is just a personal preference. I don't really dig musicals that sing every piece of dialogue. That, to me, that's just like, okay, all right. I kind of like that break where they have the dialogue and then they bust into song, but that's me. If you like that, I mean, yeah, go for it. I mean, this is just like a personal preference. Didn't make me not like the film, of course. It's just, you know, it kind of like was just like, I was okay with it. Fans of the original stage musical, of course. I mean, it's a classic. Fans of any musical, fans of great, big, epic movies. That everything about this movie is big. Everything about this musical is big. And if you love all that kind of stuff, it's very almost reminiscent of old style Hollywood. If you're a big fan of that, you're obviously going to like this film. I don't know anybody that doesn't like this movie. Probably those who just don't want to watch it because they don't want to watch musicals, which I get. All right, that's another Last Four episode in the books. 4 very different movies. One that couldn't quite figure out what it wanted to be, one that knew exactly what it was and delivered it, one that had all the pieces and somehow still felt twice as long as it needed to be, and one that's just Les Mis, and it's really hard to argue with Les Mis. If you've seen any of these films, I'd love to hear what you think. Drop a comment, reach out, let me know where I got it wrong or right, but probably wrong if we're being honest, right? Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time after I watch 4 more movies.